In this video, we are going to explore the timeout command in Linux. The timeout command is a utility that allows you to run other commands with a specified time limit. This is particularly useful for preventing commands from running indefinitely or hanging, which can be especially important in scripting and automation. Let's understand running Linux commands with time limits. The timeout command allows you to run a command with a time limit, automatically terminate a process after a specified duration, and prevent processes from running indefinitely. Here's the basic syntax: timeout, followed by options, duration, command, and arguments. For example, to run the sleep command for a maximum of 5 seconds, you would type timeout 5s sleep 10. When using the timeout command, it's important to understand the supported time units. The available options are S for seconds, which is the default if no unit is specified, M 4 minutes, H 4 hours, and D 4 days. Here are a few examples. To run a command for 30 seconds, you can use timeout 30s command. To run a command for 2 minutes, use timeout 2m command. And to run a command for 1 hour, the syntax is timeout 1h command. The timeout command comes with several useful options to control its behavior. Here are a few key options. The kill after option, represented as K, sends a kill signal if the process is still running after the specified time. The signal option, represented as S, lets you specify the signal to send when the time limit is reached. The preserve status option makes the timeout command exit with the same status as the monitored command. Here are some examples of how to use these options. To send a kill signal after 5 seconds if the process is still running after 10 seconds, use timeout kill after equals 5s 10s command. To use SIGTERM instead of the default SIGKILL signal, use timeout SIGTERM 30s command. And to preserve the exit status of the command, use timeout preserve status 1m command. Here are a few practical examples of how to use the timeout command. First, limiting network commands. Use timeout to prevent the ping command from running too long. This example will run ping google.com for exactly 5 seconds, and then terminate it automatically. The command is timeout 5s ping google.com. The output will stop after 5 seconds. Second, preventing hung scripts. To ensure that a script does not run indefinitely, use timeout. To run a script with a 2-minute time limit, type timeout 2m /backup _script s8. Here are some examples of the advanced usage of the timeout command. To use different signals, by default, timeout sends SIGTERM. You can specify a different signal. To send SIGINT, which is the same as pressing Ctrl+C, use timeout SIGINT 10s /my_script as. To send SIGHUP, use timeout SIGHUP 30s /server_process. To achieve forceful termination, use the kill after option to ensure termination of stubborn processes. To try a graceful SIGTERM, then SIGKILL after 5 more seconds, use timeout kill after equals 5s 30s /backup _script 8. Note that this first attempts to terminate with SIGTERM for 30 seconds, then sends SIGKILL if the process is still running. Here is a summary of common use cases and best practices of the timeout command. Some of the common use cases of the timeout command are preventing network commands from hanging, setting limits on resource-intensive operations, automating tasks that might get stuck, testing service response times, and implementing watchdog functionality. Here are some best practices to keep in mind while using the timeout command. Always set reasonable time limits. Use kill after for critical processes. Consider using preserve status in scripts. Test timeout values before implementing in production. And combine with error handling in scripts. In summary, the timeout command is a powerful tool for managing process execution time and preventing runaway processes in Linux systems. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.